Hello everyone, it's Todd Screama. Today we're talking about a book that Rick Ruby and I wrote called How to Make $1 Million a Year as a Loan Officer. So this is a very tactical book, and then there's audio CDs that go with it. I want to just briefly explain why we did it and then how to use it, okay? In the big picture, guys, when you look at most people, and don't take this personal, but most people are horrible learners. And there's two problems. One is we're not really interested in learning, like we don't spend an hour a day or 30 minutes a day trying to develop skills. That's one problem. And then the other problem is there's a lot of information and junk out there that is just not good, or it's not tactical enough, or it's written by people that don't have results. So I said, hey, Rick and I are going to write this book. We've been coaching people professionally across the nation for 15 years, the biggest branches and the biggest loan officers in the nation. So what do they do different? What is different? How do we coach them? And a lot of what's happened in core coaching is we've just copied. When we see someone closing 30 loans a month, we just find out the good things they do and we turn it into a process. So I sat down, we wrote this book, and it's a very tactical book. It's pretty short. And it's short on purpose, and it's got a lot of visual aids because at the end of the day, I know that giving you some big old thick book, you're just not going to read it, okay? So this is something that you could just read a chapter a day and really get into the book. And then on every single chapter, what I did is there's about 4 hours of recordings on here. And I just took each chapter, and I don't read the book verbatim. What I do is I take that chapter and I might tell a story on how I learned it, or I might tell a story about a core client, or anything like that, to give you a different auditory view of the same content that's in the book. But it's not me reading the chapter, okay, like most books. Here's what I want you to do. I know this sounds egotistical, but I literally want you to spend 15 to 30 minutes every single day for a year reading the book, listening to the CDs. Listen, you could put the CDs in your car and just listen to them over and over again. There's a lot of content. You're not going to listen to it and be like, oh, I'm gonna implement this right away. There's too much there. So by repetition is one of the #1 ways we learn, and then by doing. So you want to hear something and go implement something. Hear something and go implement something. If you do that, guys, this book is a game changer. Last year in the core, we had 44 people that made over $1 million that we coached professionally. So this is exactly what they do. This is exactly what Rick and I teach. And this you can take to the bank. Thanks for listening, guys.